faculty members, friends, family, and fellow classmates, welcome to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2004. I must say that the preparation of my final address to the class of 2004 has not been as smooth as I had hoped it would be. Truthfully, I had to force myself to sit down last night to put down on paper all of the thoughts that have been running through my head for the last few weeks. Like many of you, I made myself believe that this day would never come. So yes, you could say that I waited until the last minute. However, these past few days have helped me tremendously to organize my thoughts. In coming together with family and friends at my graduation party yesterday, I was reminded of the effect that all of my loved ones have had on my life over the past 17 and a half years. I realized the importance of their unconditional love and constant support. They were always the first ones to encourage me to keep trying whatever I did, and they were always the first ones to criticize me in any bad decisions I made. No matter what, I would not be the person I am today without my family and friends. It also occurred to me that perhaps it has not always been just our parents and our siblings that have helped us along in this chapter of our lives. There may have been a teacher, a friend, or even a neighbor who was there to assist us and guide us towards success. It doesn't matter who it was for you, but be sure to thank these people, because without them, many of us would not be sitting here today, ready to receive our diplomas. As we have grown older, however, our family and friends have taken a less active role in our day-to-day decision-making, and as young adults, we have had more and more opportunities to prove our capabilities. Now that we have arrived here today, to the end of our high school careers, we are forced to take sole responsibility for our futures. Although our loved ones will still take an active role in our lives, we are taking a step forward into adulthood today. Whether your plans include further education, entrance into the workforce, or membership in the armed forces, your success or failure lies in your own hands. There will not always be someone there to tell you to eat dinner, to do your homework, or to clean up after yourself. It is possible that when you make a mistake, there will be no one there to pick up the pieces. Therefore, we must all accept the challenge of our own independence. It is not beyond our reach. Finally, I would like to quote a part of a poem I read at a board meeting this past Wednesday. It states, "Our background circumstances may have influenced who we are today, but only we can be held responsible for who we become." Enjoy that responsibility, as well as your accomplishments class 2004, and never forget those that have helped you along the way. I wish you all the best of luck in all that is to come, and I thank you for all the strength and inspiration you have given to me. This year's class salutatorian. I have had the opportunity to work with Diane both inside and outside class. She is not just a strong student, as she is an avid member of our executive committee and several other clubs, and is always willing to help out wherever she is needed. Next year, Diane is attending Wesley Polytechnic Institute, where she will be studying engineering. I know without a doubt that she will succeed, and I wish her the best of luck. Please welcome the salutatorian of the class of 2004, Diane Austin.
Draw a crazy picture. Write a nutty poem. Sing a mumble-jumble song. Whistle through your phone. Do a loony-goony dance. Cross the kitchen floor. Put something silly in the world that ain't been there before. Everyone wants to make his or her impact on the world. Just like Shel Silverstein expressed in his poem, put something in. But how do we do that? As members of the graduating senior class entered this final year, we were bombarded with questions from colleges, friends, family, strangers, and even ourselves about what we wanted to do next year and where we saw ourselves in the future. Although I have an answer, which I more or less think is what I want to do, I really want to say what I truly feel. I have no idea. Today, here, on Sunday, June 6, 2004, we are entering into a new phase of our life, a mysterious life after high school, which we have been hearing about for years, but never really thought would come. As Mr. Santos would say, we have to become people. This scares me. Many of us are preparing for college and our first real life away from the comforts and security. Others are planning to join the military or the workforce. Any path we choose to follow next year, it's going to be much different from the one we have been following up until now. Most of us have been going to school with the same people for 13 years. Next year we're going to enter a place where we know no one, and we will be preparing to enter the real world. There is no way of stopping it. We are entering into a new, unread, and unwritten chapter of our book. How will it turn out? Only the future can tell. The next few years will probably shape our lives, unlike any others before, and we will hopefully figure out what we want to do with them. I believe we should try to live out our lives to the best of our abilities, but there's no use dwelling on the future. If we do that, we'll never live it. As the Peanuts creator Charles Schulz once said, "Don't worry about the world coming to an end today. It's already tomorrow in Australia."
She has graced our hallways every day for the last 12 years, contributing to our class with her outstanding leadership and organizational skills. She is a member of the infamous fraternity field hockey team as well as the softball team. Now, every class has a valid story, but not every class is lucky enough to have one as dedicated and hardworking as ours. I am proud to introduce her, and even more proud to call her a friend. The class of 2004's valedictorian, Laura Hastings.
Dr. Stoney, Mr. Kelly, Mr. Fairfield, members of the school committee, Mr. McCabe, faculty, family, friends, and fellow classmates. Hall of Fame pitcher Bob Feller of the Cleveland Indians said, "Every day is a new opportunity. You can build on yesterday's success or put its failures behind and start over." That's the way life is, with a new game every day, and that's the way baseball is. Baseball may seem to have little correlation to graduating from high school, but those of us who live here in West South Nation fully understand why it offers a refreshing, hopeful, motivating approach to looking towards our future. According to Paul Richards, a one-time Royals manager, baseball is made up of very few big and dramatic moments. It's a beautifully put together pattern of countless little subtleties that finally add up to one big moment, and you have to be well versed in the game to truly appreciate them. Our lives have and will continue to have these landmark moments that make the journey worthwhile. Today is one of our big moments. We are graduating from high school after 4 demanding years. All of the little things that we have done have led us to this point, and now it is time to continue our hard work and efforts and direct them towards the future. In addition to our graduation, our lives can be compared to the customs of baseball and the beauty of America's pastime. After today, our formal public school education is complete, and we are about to enter the next stage of our lives. Some of us may choose to attend college, some will enlist in the service, and others will enter the workforce. Each option is going to test skills and knowledge we have learned over the past 12 years. Likewise, in baseball, rookie players are called up to the major leagues to test basic knowledge they have gained over the previous years. After years of training and hard work, baseball players, just like ourselves, finally have the chance to show the world what they are capable of doing. For many of us, this is the first time we will be living independently and making our own decisions. We will establish ourselves as adults and develop into the people we will become for the rest of our lives. Our rookie years will be both intimidating and exhilarating. We certainly will make mistakes and errors, but we will have plenty of chances to redeem ourselves and learn lessons we will never forget. Some of these important lessons can be learned by approaching life while standing in the batter's box. Batting has always been, and still remains, a complicated and integral part of the game. This is where records can be broken or dreams can be shattered. This is where the player is most vulnerable. In life, we have numerous opportunities to get up to bat, whether it is in school, our job, or our family life. Sometimes we may strike out and feel that we failed, but this is just a small setback in the grand scheme of the game or in life. There is always another chance to step up to the plate and hit a home run when everyone least expects it. Hank Aaron, the all-star leader in home runs, stated, "My motto was always to keep swinging. Whether I was in a slump or feeling badly or having trouble off the field, the only thing to do was keep swinging." This simple aphorism captures the essence of how to optimistically approach life and the challenges ahead. By always giving our all, and by never ceasing to swing for those opportunities that come our way, we will never be less than satisfied. Sure, everyone will have a slump at one point or another, but everyone will also come out of that slump and hit again, and perhaps even better than before. Life will throw us many curves, but eventually we will learn to adjust and hit line drives up the middle if we do not become discouraged. Once we learn to hit the ball and begin to achieve success in the batter's box, it comes time to run with our accomplishments. Our base path is where we will be able to transform opportunities into successes. Here we are able to take risks, sometimes taking an extra base or stealing home. Taking these risks is not something that everyone will feel comfortable with in the start, but it is something to work towards. If we constantly push ourselves to go the distance, our confidence will continue to rise and make success that much easier. We must always try our best, take risks, and never stop reaching that extra base. This philosophy in life is apparent in many depictions of the game of baseball, specifically the 1989 movie Field of Dreams. It seizes the attitude of a true ball player. The character of Moonlight Graham was never able to acquire his chance to bat in the major leagues and expresses his lifelong dream late in the film with these words. "That's what I wish for. A chance to swim in a sky so blue that it hurts your eyes just to look at it. To feel the tingling in your arms as you connect with the ball. To run the bases, stretch a double into a triple, and flop face first onto third, wrap your arms around the bag. That's my wish." This is also my wish for the class of 2004. Live life to the fullest and do everything you can to never miss an opportunity. And whatever you encounter in life, get up to bat with no fear, keep swinging no matter what, and always take the extra base. And remember, there's no crying in baseball.
The medals that were just placed on the last two speakers for valedictorian and salutatorian, number 1 and number 2 ranked students in the senior class. Laura Hastings was ranked first, and Nadia Rossini second. At this time, if you would direct your attention to the chorus, our senior and select chorus under the direction of music director Stuart Britton. Great job. At this time, to introduce our superintendent of schools, who will introduce our guest speaker. Please have a warm welcome for Dr. Margaret Strong.
Good afternoon, graduates, members of the school committee, administration, faculty, parents, and friends. To the class of 2004, you are excellent students, outstanding athletes, gifted musicians, and responsible young adults. As we say goodbye to you, know that we are proud of what you have accomplished, and we're excited about your future. This afternoon, my job of introducing this year's commencement speaker is very easy because he needs no introduction. George McCabe is a native son and very well known in East Bridgewater, where he and his wife Cheryl have raised 5 children. He graduated from East Bridgewater High School in 1965 and joined the faculty as a social studies teacher in 1970. For the past 3 decades, George has been busy touching the lives of students as a teacher, faculty advisor, coach, role model, and friend. He's been coaching at the high school since 1970. He's been the boys' basketball coach, soccer coach, cross-country coach, spring track and field coach, and indoor-winter track coach. George has left his mark on the East Bridgewater athletic program in many places, but especially in track. During his tenure, East Bridgewater track teams have won 2 cross-country Division II state titles and 7 straight Eastern Massachusetts Division IV titles. 2 years in a row, all 3 boys running teams won the Eastern Massachusetts Championships. Under Coach McCabe, they ran the table twice in a row. A highlight in George's coaching career came this March when he was inducted into the Massachusetts State Track Association's Coaches Hall of Fame. A word that consistently punctuated the descriptors used to praise George is teacher. He is recognized as a dedicated teacher both on and off the track. He's not only the social studies department chair and a master teacher in his content area, but George teaches boys to be men, athletes to be humble winners, and students to be focused and confident. He exemplifies the attributes of an extraordinary teacher. He's organized, he's passionate, he's a good listener, he makes his lessons relevant, he demands the best from his students, his athletes, and himself, and he genuinely cares. He cares that every student in his class is instilled with a sense of confidence and direction. He cares that students learn our history to make sense of the past in order to make informed decisions as our leaders in the future. He cares about each and every boy on the field. He cares about the morality and personal growth of the individual boys more than the winning or losing of the game. He cares that each boy gives his best. He cares that his team strives for excellence while keeping their honor. George teaches the most important lessons in life, both through academic and athletic coaching. To that end, George McCabe has earned our respect. He's earned our admiration, and he's been judged in the hearts of his students and colleagues and found to be the worthiest of men. It's my pleasure to introduce 2004 commencement speaker, Mr. George McCabe.
Stood up. Dr. Stroney, members of the school committee, administrators, teachers, family, parents, friends, and most of all, the class of 2004. I would like to thank you for inviting me here today. It is an honor and in many ways a humbling experience. There are so many qualified people who could have chosen to speak to you today. And thinking about why I was asked to speak, I've come to the conclusion that it's because I'm a fantastic teller of jokes. atomic timing. Well, I guess it will remain a mystery. Even though I make my living talking to groups of people, I have to admit that my first reaction to your invitation was sheer terror. If you had me in class as a teacher, I'm sure you're surprised I would never be afraid of speaking in public. I think it's safe to say that most of the time in my classes, the teacher, rather than a student, is the class clown. The exception, of course, was when Nick Ortenzi was in my class, and then I stepped aside. I know a greater talent when I see it. When I tried to figure out why the prospect of speaking to all you lovely people in this great class was so daunting, I realized the cause. Nearly everything has been said before. Graduation speeches have become cliché. The challenge is in trying to say something new and different. So I decided to fall back on my background as a teacher and give what I feel is essential advice, but with visual, graphic, and kinetic reminders. Jeremy Lagerwell, the Future League hurdle champion and one of the most outstanding young men I've ever coached. And by the way, it's not, contrary to popular opinion, it's okay to knock over the hurdle as long as you're going fast. In the sport of track and field, running the hurdles is an important event. It is often struck that life is a lot like running the hurdles. Every hurdle cleared makes the race easier, but in some ways a more difficult challenge. Each success brings the runner closer to the end, and the achievements of the past provide the runner with more confidence, more experience, and more ability to clear the next hurdle. But at the same time, many obstacles in succession drain the runner of strength and power. The way Jeremy gained success in the hurdles represents a model for nearly everything you will need to face the inevitable hurdles you will have to face in life. Jeremy has gained his level of excellence through hard work and perseverance, through passion, by learning to attack the hurdles one at a time, and by having a sense of humor, particularly when he fell. In addition, Jeremy fortunately also had the support of a strong family and a strong team. Members of the class of 2004 have overcome many challenges to get here today. Year after year, subject after subject, these graduates have cleared more and more hurdles, increasing in wisdom and in strength, and finding new confidence with each hurdle they overcame. Believe me, class of 2004, there are an abundant number of obstacles to come. Unlike the race in track and field, life after high school does not offer a definitive number of hurdles to clear, nor does it spell out how long you have to face them. You need to face the future with the knowledge that you need to have the skills and values that help Jeremy find success with the hurdles. Let us discuss these essential components. Before you can find success, you have to commit to hard work and perseverance. R.C. Allen, in his book, The Secret to Success, said, "We grow because we struggle, we learn, and we overcome." One of the things that I do know personally and professionally is that successful results are not necessarily easy to achieve. But success does come to those who are dedicated and persevere. Many in the audience have found success through hard work and dedication, and many have done so with much less of a start than the graduates here today. Some people needed others to teach them how to work hard and persevere to be successful. Me, for instance. I guess you could say I tripped on my first hurdle. Let me read to you from my first grade report card. This is the truth. George is the instigator of all classroom upsets. Yes, I was nearly a failure in the first grade. Because of that poor start, I never thought I could be a good student, never thought I was smart, never thought I was special at all, until I finally had a teacher who saw promise in me and motivated me to work for success. When I was a young man, I never thought I could be a good athlete, until I had a coach who believed in me and convinced me that I could achieve at a high level. That is why I wanted to be a teacher and coach. I wanted to make a difference in young people's lives. I wanted to help them believe in themselves. I wanted to pass on to my students and my athletes the power of perseverance, the love of learning, and the passion of sports. Once I was motivated by that teacher and coach, the commitment to hard work and perseverance became easier, and success followed. Success will come easier too, if you remember that when you're attacking those hurdles in life, you will need a sense of humor to carry you through the difficult moments. Eisenhower said, a sense of humor is part of the art of leadership, of getting along with people, of getting things done. A sense of humor is no laughing matter. It does not simply mean telling jokes, slapstick humor, or terrible puns. A sense of humor can help us see the absurdities in life. It helps us take ourselves less seriously. It makes us feel better, both physically and emotionally. And it aids us in tense situations to reduce conflict. Humor is a sign of great creativity, something this class has in abundance. An absence of humor would make this world a dreadful place. What on earth is the point of it all if you don't smile, you don't laugh, and you don't find humor whenever and wherever you can? So members of the class of 2004, keep your wonderful sense of humor. It's a tremendous asset in life, in both good times and in bad. If a few of you don't currently possess a sense of humor, I hear they sell just about everything on eBay. The next components to success are passion and enthusiasm. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, nothing great was ever accomplished without enthusiasm. I believe you always should try your hardest with what you have, do it with passion, and never give up as each obstacle or hurdle appears in your path. Enthusiastically embrace the moments. Life is about experiencing the moments, not about final destinations. We have come to believe that when we get to those magical final destinations, like getting a license, graduation, reaching age 21, marriage, buying a house, or in my case, the end of my midlife crisis, our dreams will come true, and the pieces of our lives will fit together like a jigsaw puzzle. We impatiently pace, waiting to accomplish the next goal or get to the next milestone. Sooner or later, we must realize the final destination is not what it's all about. The true joy of life is the journey. How you approach that journey and whom you take that journey with. Life must be lived passionately as we go along. Experience the moments with passion and enthusiasm and share all those experiences with those who we've come to love. Now I would ask you to consider the word family. We all start and end with family. It's perhaps the most important component to success. J.S. Bryant said, many men can make a fortune, but very few can build a family. If we define success in terms of fortune, I am a failure. If we define it in terms of happiness and fulfillment, I am a success. I am a teacher who loves his life. I am grateful for the opportunity to shape the minds and values of the younger generation. I feel as Krista McAuliffe did when she said, I am a teacher, I touch the future. But that happiness would not be possible without my family. By family, I don't just mean my immediate family, even though my immediate family is outstanding, especially my beautiful wife, Cheryl. And they're large enough to be called a clan. Family isn't only about whose blood you have. It's about whom you care about. It's about whom you bring into your life and keep. It's about respect and joy in each other's lives. I'm referring to all the people you bring into your life and surround yourself with, because they will ultimately help define you. Call it a clan, call it a tribe, call it a community, call it a network, call it a family, whatever you call it, whoever you are, you need one. Be a builder of families, surround yourself with love, and commit to others, and you will find happiness and success. Once you have found your success in whatever endeavor you choose, it will then be your turn to help others over hurdles, as others have helped you. Albert Schweitzer once said to a graduating class, "I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I do know, the only ones among you who will ever really be happy are those who have sought and found out how to serve." Now you must lead and change the world. Yes, you can change the world. You can make it a better place. The key is in each and every one of you. The world, unfortunately, is cursed with the fact that many of its people are poor, hungry, and slaves to unjust governments. It would be a great tragedy for us all to stand by and allow those hardships to continue to inflict pain to our fellow human beings without trying to make a difference. There is someone here who can feed the hungry. There is someone here who can free the people. There is someone here who can help end suffering. Before you reach your finish line, every person in this class has something unique to offer the world, either on a large scale or a small scale. We won't all personally come into contact with these greater tragedies. We will, however, come into contact with someone every day who is in need of help or a simple kindness. Maybe it's just merely being kind and tolerant of others. The Chinese philosopher once said, "Kindness in words creates confidence, kindness in thinking creates profoundness, kindness in giving creates love." Everyone here can share a kind word. Everyone here can make a gesture of friendship. Everyone here can reach out and help someone in time of need. Each person in this class is capable of extraordinary things. Decisions that could change a life, or acts that could change the world. It is one of the great and beautiful truths of life that whenever people seek to help another person, they always help themselves more. Members of the class of 2004, we are celebrating your wonderful achievement here today. But please understand, it is merely a single hurdle, an opening of a tremendous opportunity to the greater victories and achievements that await you all. Thank you.
Because of this sharing commitment, we are all better members of society and better equipped to face what lies ahead. Without further ado, I want to present to you Mrs. George Shaw.
Thank you. Thank you, Natalie. Members of the school committee, Dr. Stromey, Mr. McKay, my colleague, Principalship, Mr. Fairfield, faculty, staff, honored guests, parents, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2004. Unable to be here because of serious illness is our Assistant Superintendent, Mr. John Travato. Please keep him in our thoughts. You are in our thoughts, Mr. Father. I am honored to welcome you here today as we applaud the class of 2004, reflecting on their experiences as a class and community, and recognizing their many achievements, which we are here to celebrate. I also feel privileged to have known such an accomplished and successful group, and I thank their families for entrusting their daughters and sons to us. We know that we have not betrayed your trust in us, for this class has exemplified a standard of academic success, community service, and a commitment to friendship that is difficult to duplicate. Please join me in saluting the outstanding class of 2004. As you came in the front door today, you saw two signs with our mission statement and our core values. The mission statement of East Bridgewater High School includes such words as excellence in academic pursuits, personal growth, self-worth, social responsibility, effort, and perseverance. Every individual in this class has certainly experienced challenges in his or her efforts toward academic achievement and personal growth. But because they have persevered, they have also come to know self-worth. They have shared their gifts with their community, and therefore have learned social responsibility. Members of the class of 2004, while today we recognize and celebrate scholarship, we know it is equally important to recognize and celebrate the high standards of character, leadership, and service. You have distinguished yourselves in the areas of athletics, music, theater, fine and performing arts, student government and student activities, and service to the community and to the school. You have helped each other to grow. I have seen remarkably strong and committed friendships which demonstrate a maturity beyond your years. You are understanding of others' weaknesses and take pride in each other's accomplishments. You are an idealistic class, and you have shaped yourselves in each other. You understand that idealism is sometimes difficult to live up to, but we continue to do so because we recognize the negative consequences of having low expectations. In the process of becoming complete, responsible, fulfilled individuals, you have enriched the school and your community. You have made a tremendous beginning in the lessons of academics and life. These lessons will strengthen you as you begin new lives away from this community and venture into the new communities of your lives. You have been loved and nurtured by family, friends, and teachers. You have what it takes. Never lose your identity. Always be true to who you are. Never settle. Follow your special dream. It is what makes you, you. It has been said many times that as we grow older, it is not the things that we did that we regret, as much as the things that we did not do. Aim high. The greatest wish I can make for you is for you to live your lives with no regrets. We've listened to 3 very meaningful essays this afternoon by outstanding members of their class. Hopefully we all have unwritten chapters awaiting us. Unwritten chapters approach sometimes with fear and some doubt, but also approach with excitement and high expectations. And we all know that to really succeed, you must go that extra mile, to run the extra basics, as it were. If we don't take a risk, we will never know how far we could have gone. This class has proven its ability to achieve academic and personal success and growth. It is my hope that we may continue to measure up to your high standards. In doing this, on behalf of the faculty, I leave you this final wish. As you face new tomorrow, may you always be prepared to meet its challenge. Use its opportunity. May you always have a dream to follow. Wisdom's light to guide you. May you always know that others care and will always stand beside you. Go into your new worlds knowing that you are loved. If you remember only that, you will always be blessed. At this time, I would ask Mr. Scott Hastings to come up representing the school.
Good afternoon. My name is Adam Joy. This is Justin Gormley. And I don't know if everyone out there knows this, but to put it simple, Mr. Kelly rules. He is the man, if you will. Over the past 4 years, we've gotten to know Mr. Kelly as a principal and a person. He has amazed us with his hard work and dedication to the students of East Bridgewater High School. He has supported us in all our academic and extracurricular activities. Mr. Kelly has been there to guide, to talk to, and to help, and for that, we are grateful and thank him. He is truly the heart and soul of this high school, and we wish him the best of luck. He will be missed by all, but the values he has stamped in this high school and its community are indelible. And those values will continue to be shown through the impression he has left on his students and his staff.
There's no way that we could possibly show our gratitude to you, Mr. Kelly. The qualities that you have instilled in us as students and as people will continue to develop as we become adults and go out into the world. We thank you for all you've done for us, and on behalf of the class of 2004 and the student body, we present you with this plaque, which states, George Francis Kelly, to honor his vision, dedication, leadership, and service as an assistant principal and principal to the students of East Bridgewater High School, 1988 to 2004. That has come through these doors, and we hope that through these gifts, you remember that we are thankful for all you've done. We will always be grateful for everything you've given to the students of East Bridgewater High School. Thank you, Mr. Kelly, and the
Thank you. I would like to thank Dr. Stroney, the predecessors, Dr. Reardon, Mr. Mitchell, all of the school committees, including the present one, and the many families, friends, and especially students that I have come to know. I am grateful to have as fine a faculty as you could ever find. My thank you to East Bridgewater. gift for all of our graduates. An American flag donated by the East Bridgewater Savings Bank, our partner. One challenge we all experienced this year was the war in Iraq. We experienced it as individuals, as families, as a school, as a community, as a nation, and as a world. We have experienced threats to our peace and freedom during our 4 years of high school. Today, along with your diploma, you will receive a United States flag generously donated by the East Bridgewater Savings Bank. The words of President and CEO, Mr. Joseph Petroselli. He asks that we not take our peace and freedom for granted, and that you accept the enclosed American flag as a graduation gift, a recognition of your accomplishments, and a remembrance of East Bridgewater as you embark on a new phase in your life. After you get your diploma, Mr. Fairfield is in. Mr. Fairfield will be presenting the American flags. Mr. Hastings will be presenting diplomas. Danielle and Media. Caitlin Ashley Rochelle. Caitlin Ryan Callahan. Jamie Lee Damiano. Gary Davison. Diane Carol Massini. And Mr. Hastings will be very proud to present this diploma to our valedictorian, and even more importantly, a very special human being, Laura Elizabeth Hastings. Nicholas Enrico Mackenzie. Erin Gormley. Natalie Catherine West. Stephanie Lynn Egan. I'd like to bring forward Mrs. Beth Hayes, member of our school committee, longtime high school council member, and chairperson Caitlin Amanda Henderson. Matthew Ryan Kenny. Excuse me, Matthew Ryan Kenny. Catherine Teresa Kozak. Mr. McKay, in one of his roles is helping students out in time of need. And for the purposes of graduation ceremonies, Mr. McKay is going to serve the fatherly role that he has for some time with Ashley Lee Miller. Marie Monahan. Thomas Justin Morgan. Andrew Joseph O'Loughlin. Christina Elizabeth Parks. Romara Berlin Hessel. Zach Kyrus Perkins. Tyler Nash Pickless. James Ryan Sachetta. Susanna Elizabeth Shorey. Kristen Stern. Hillary Danielle Thompson. Lindsay Grace Whitnow. James McCoy. Stewart Beatty. Rice Francis Beauregard. David Jonathan Begley. Carl Michael Benecki Jr. Jonathan Michael Berens. Brianna Nicole Berman. Amy Elizabeth Malunas. Erin Marie Rostahan. Heather Marie Brownell. Alana Jean Buckland. Bradford Lee Clark. Stephanie Lee Coops. Sean Francis Cowboy. Dana Marie Crum. Greg Robert Yamagello. Christina Marie DeMeo. Charles Roy. Patrick John Donahue. Teresa Grace Fawcett. Naren Kearns Fierro. Timothy G. Finch Jr. Sarah Ann Finlay. Like a very important member of our support staff, Mrs. Lynn Flores, to present her daughter's diploma to her. Mrs. Flores' daughter is Ashley Marie Flores. Sarah Elizabeth Floyd. Jenna Elizabeth Flute. Kaylee Gail Ford. Dennis Rossetti. At this time, I'd like another distinguished member of our school committee who has served many years and always put the schools first, as do all our school committee members, Mr. Thomas Hamilton. Craig Joseph Gambino. Amber Nicole Pizarro. Christina Jean Guerra. Special diploma. More important than anything today is that Mr. Thomas Hamilton is the father of Lindsay Ann Hamilton. Dylan Christopher Hanratty. William Hanson. At this time, I would ask Selectman Hardy to come forward. Many years before he was a selectman, he was a long-time member of the school committee, member of the middle school buildings committee. He's done a great deal for the town. But more importantly, he's the dad of Keith Michael Hardy. Christopher Mark Holbrook. James Johansson. Corey Eric Johnson. Christine Marie Kelly. Ashley Suzanne King. Caitlin Michelle Knight. Christopher Michael Knight. Jeremy Charles Langeveld. Allison Barbara Lockett. great pride and gladness that we have Michael Patrick McEwen here today to receive. Broken. Marie Larson. Kevin Richard Layton. Scott William Lyden. Cheryl Jean Lynch. Richard Thomas Mann. Stephanie Jean Maddox. Lisa Diane McLaughlin. Maureen Elizabeth McManus. Delilah Andre Mendez. Laura Hires Mendez. Derek Stephen American. Colby Miller. Ryan James Morrow. Lauren Elizabeth McCall. Ashley Marguerite Norman. Derek Francis Over. Christiane Oliveira. Alicia Grace Olson. Michael Shea O'Sullivan. Corey Joseph Parker. David Philip Pearson. Scott William Peters. Danielle Ann Peterson. Brandon Gordon Pierce. Michael Maxwell Post. Taylor Henry Pullen. Michael Joseph Howard. Norley Harry Bouchan. Matthew Wayne Ridley. Julie Elizabeth Riley. Jennifer Patricia Rocket. Lanisha Descartes Roma. Nicholas James Ronaldo. Scott Stephen. Ashley Marie Sakoch. Katie Lee Sawyer. Alexander Freeman Scudder. Jonathan Christian Sewell. Nasheem Fatma Shahab. Allison Catherine Smith. Daniel Thomas Souza. Taylor James Shannon Stone. Max B. Stevens. Gerald Charles Van der Haag II. William Vespa. Douglas Brian Malcolm Watt. Savannah Wyatt Wallace. Ross Patrick Yakubanis. Jennifer Lynn Jones. Kelly Ann Zaney. Assistance with the presenting of diplomas. We have had unanimous attendance of all our school committee members the last 2 years. And with the many other commitments and services to the town, I think that's a great credit. That most of the time they don't have students graduating, yet they all still come. At this time, I'd ask the president of the class of 2004 to come forward with the president of the class of 2005 for the passing of the gavel. Class of 2004, Jessica Gormley, incoming president of the same class, Peter Smith.
And Mr. Alfredo to come and join us for a second. We'd just like to thank Mr. Rosen for all the help they've given us over the past 4 years as our advisors. We've worked very closely with them and they've always given us 100%. Thank you.
Two better advisors you cannot find. They contribute so much to our school and have made senior activities, graduation, the most pleasant experience we've had. Now we will pass the gavel.
The tradition of excellence we aim to uphold here at Eastwood High School is not only a result of the hard work set forth by the faculty and staff, it lies in the constant success of the students. As president of the senior class, I would like to congratulate every member of the class of 2004 for their contributions over the past 4 years. It is also my pleasure to introduce Pete Smith, the president of the class of 2005. Once an acquaintance and now a very close friend, Pete is one of the most interesting, fun, and genuinely kind people I have ever known. His creativity and originality will bring a new element to the senior class that has never been here before. There is no doubt in my mind that he and his classmates will maintain the tradition of excellence set forth before them here at Eastwood High School. With this gavel, I wish the class of 2005 the best of luck next year. Your success will be a result of your hard work and dedication.
As the president of the class of 2005, I'd like to give my most sincere thanks to members of the class of 2004. Through example, they have shown us what it means to be responsible students and responsible people. We have looked to them for advice for these past 3 years, and they have always been welcomed in by their kind words and helpful hands. They have been the best of friends we could have asked for to show us our way into high school. I accept this gavel with the hopes that we can do right by it as they have. Thank you, the class of 2004, for sharing with us everything that we will need as we begin our final year of the journey we are now completing. Congratulations, class of 2004.
At this time, we will ask senior class musicians to take their places for the national anthem. Would everyone please rise to direct their attention to the flag overhead? Changing of tassels. Ceremonial recessions is the tune by the East Bridgewater High School Concert Band as the graduating class of 2004 proceeds out. We are hosting a school committee reception for families, guests, graduates. The High School Student Senate is helping with the school committee reception. And not only did they come today, they brought a lot of food in their cars with them to make sure everybody has